Has the hunt for America's public enemy #1 been stalled by a mistake? I'm Nancy Glass. This is American Journal.
We all think the Unabomber looks like this, but are we looking for the wrong man?
I don't really want to derail any investigation.
Exclusive. This artist drew the first sketch of the Unabomber, but now he says the new sketch could be wrong.
It's really remarkable. I'll have to show you.
He says the sketch looks just like him. Today, is there a major mix-up that could stall the search for the nation's most wanted man?
Hello, I'm Nancy Glass. Welcome to American Journal. We're in our New York newsroom. He's America's public enemy #1. The Unabomber is responsible for a coast-to-coast reign of terror. He has eluded capture for years. Investigators thought they had a breakthrough when they came up with a detailed sketch of the wanted man. But as Les Trent reports, a costly mistake may have been made.
You'll see a videotape
He builds mail bombs,
that will give you an idea of the impact.
which carry a deadly punch. He has killed 3 and wounded nearly 24 people, and then taunted authorities with threats of further violence, including a threat during a holiday weekend to blow up an airliner.
We need the help of the American people to solve this case.
They call him the Unabomber, and his cross-country reign of terror has spanned 17 blood-stained years. Among his most recent victims was a New Jersey advertising executive killed last December. His motives are a mystery, his identity unknown. But the world is familiar with this widely circulated image of the Unabomber, cloaked in a hood and aviator sunglasses, in a sketch based on the only known sighting of the terrorist. Robert Exter is the sketch artist who drew this Unabomber rendering. In 1987, Exter spent 2 hours with a woman in Salt Lake City, the only person believed to have seen the Unabomber plant one of his deadly devices.
I was pretty sure that she was a good witness because she directed me quite skillfully.
Was the witness satisfied by this likeness back in 1987?
Yes.
What did she say to you?
Well, she says it's very, very close.
Unabomber hotline.
But now, Exter says the Unabomber search may have suffered a potentially explosive setback. Last year, authorities commissioned a second drawing, sending this woman, renowned sketch artist Jeannie Boylan, to Salt Lake City to re-interview the 1987 witness.
I'm very confident in the witness's description. She was articulate, extremely competent. She was very adamant about what she'd seen and had not relinquished that original image.
Boylan's newer drawing was selected for the FBI wanted poster and published nationally on the cover of Newsweek. Now in the Pacific paradise of Vancouver Island, Canada, emerges a man who believes he closely resembles the revised Unabomber sketch.
And the nose itself is just the right shape.
But this man is not a Unabomber suspect. He's Robert Exter, the man who drew the first Unabomber sketch. Exter thinks the witness may have been confused when she described to Jeannie Boylan what she saw 7 years earlier.
She drew a face more like mine, so I have to say she must have had some influence from looking at me during the interview and doesn't remember it now.
You think this witness may have been influenced by you?
Yes.
Which is the reason the second composite of the Unabomber looks, in your eyes, similar to you.
Over the period of years, maybe she's just forgotten that I was there and my image is somehow in her head.
I feel that it's a very clever technique for putting oneself in the media.
But Jeannie Boylan, who drew the updated Unabomber, thinks Exter is drawing the wrong conclusion. Under close examination, side by side, one can see the differences in the two sketches. Exter's original has more of a rounded chin. He says the witness had a tough time recalling the jawbone. But in the Boylan version, the jawbone is quite pronounced. Now, you be the judge. Does the new sketch resemble Exter?
The lips and the line of the smile line here. And I had a little mustache at the time.
This is such a detriment to the case. What it does is dilute information that's provided to the public. It puts out speculative information, creates confusion, lessens the credibility of both the investigation itself and of the eyewitness.
I don't really want to derail any investigation. I just think that this is a different composite. It looks totally different from the others, and I'm very suspicious of that.
The FBI is refusing comment on Exeter's concern that the witness may now be confused, but the implications could be enormous. An inaccurate composite could sidetrack one of the most exhaustive and expensive investigations in the nation's history.
Well, the FBI told us that they are continuing to use the sketch despite the questions that have been raised about it. When we come back, an American Journal exclusive. Kimberly Mays was switched at birth.